please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Now shifting focus to news coming in from Mumbai. An RTI reply in Mumbai has revealed a whopping 1/4 positions in the city's fire service remain vacant. So nearly 3,800 positions for firemen in the city are vacant and 2,880 are filled. That's more than 900 empty posts. And in the backdrop of a spate of major fires in the city this year, the findings throw up massive question marks. The Kamla Mills fire and the one at Crystal Tower in Parel are just some of the many examples, not to forget that Beaumont Towers as well, that caught fire in between as well, where lack of fire safety norms was stated as the reason for the disaster. But this finding reveals that the fire safety department itself is far from being prepared to handle the tragedies. They put their lives, of course, on risk. They make sure that they're there. They are efficient. No one takes that away. But they are themselves under-equipped. They are themselves short-staffed as well. This particular RTI reply is exposing some chilling details, saying that 927 of 3,807 firemen positions in Mumbai remain vacant. Their firefighting services in Mumbai, which is, by the way, the highest tax-paying city in the country. The BMC happens to be the richest corporation in Asia as well. The firefighting services are running at just 75% of the capacity. What about the 25%? Why is the 25% not being filled in? That's the question that every Mumbaiker needs to ask today. Fires are all very frequent and firefighters are deliberately missing. We got some reactions coming in there as well, but none of them were convincing from the BJP, which is at the helm of affairs at the state government level. No reply coming in from the BMC and the Shiv Sena either. So clearly we have identified who the villains of Mumbai really are. We're getting some reactions coming in, I'm being told. Let's quickly take a look at those.
शकील, आपने जो आरटीआई फाइल की थी जिसमें आपको साफ साफ पता चला कि 927 पोजीशंस आर वेकेंट इन द मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड. हाउ डू यू लुक एट दिस? बिकॉज आपने लेटर्स भी लिखे थे बीएमसी को, कहा था कि ये पोजीशंस जल्दी से जल्दी भर दीजिए. क्या रिप्लाई आया आपको वहाँ से?
देखिए, अभी उनकी तरफ से तो रिप्लाई नहीं आया हुआ, लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात है कि जहाँ मुंबई में जो है करोड़ों लोग रहते हैं और बहुत सी ज़्यादा बिल्डिंग है और यहाँ पे कॉमर्शियल से लेकर रेसिडेंशियल हर टाइप की बिल्डिंग्स है और हर तरह के जो भी डिजास्टर इंसिडेंट होते हैं उसमें हर इंसिडेंट में जो है कहीं ना कहीं फायर ब्रिगेड जो है रेस्क्यू करती है. लेकिन आप देखेंगे टोटल जो सैंक्शन पोस्ट है 3,800 है और आज भी जो है 2,800 जो सिर्फ फुलफिल है और 927 जो पोस्ट वैकेट है. और इसमें अगर देखेंगे जो रेस्क्यू में जो डिजास्टर में रेस्क्यू करते हैं वो मैक्सिमम सिर्फ 1821 ही है. बीएमसी कमिश्नर है उनको लिखा और जो सीएफओ चीफ फायर ऑफिसर मुंबई फायर ब्रिगेड के उनको लिखा है कि जो भी पोस्ट वैकेट है आप उसको तुरंत फुलफिल करो और भी जो एडिशनल जो आप यहाँ पे जो है एम्प्लॉयज़ और ऑफिसर्स जो अपॉइंट करो. लेकिन आज तक तो उनका रिप्लाई यही नहीं आया क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं जो मुंबई कॉरपोरेशन जो एशिया का सबसे जो है बड़ा कॉरपोरेशन, सबसे जो है अमीर कॉरपोरेशन है, उसके बाद भी जो है मुंबई में इस तरह से सौतेला व्यवहार किया जाता है.
Chaitanya is joining us live now from Mumbai, from Crystal Tower. Chaitanya, we spoke to the RTI activist Shakeel Shaikh. A very big congratulations, of course, for him to even file this particular RTI. He then went ahead and wrote letters to the BMC, got no reply. He wrote letters to the state government, got no reply. We ended up even speaking to Majid Memon, who ended up saying that if you had to pinpoint who the villains of the city of Mumbai are, it is the Shiv Sena, which rules the BMC, and it is the BJP that is at the helm of the state government right there. But when we spoke to Shaina NC as well, we got a less than overwhelming response from her as well. Were you convinced with the answers which were given out by the BMC?
Well, BMC has been doing this cover-up not from now but from several days, and every time there is a fire incident, this is the answer that comes up from the BMC. They say that they're fully equipped, the Mumbai Fire Brigade is fully equipped to deal with any kind of rescue operation, any kind of fire incident. But then on the other hand, if we just take a look at the vacant number of positions in the Mumbai Fire Brigade, well, the number goes above 900 and almost, in fact, 25% of the staff of Mumbai Fire Brigade is yet to be recruited, and that is in fact the major problem over here, because every time there's any sort of tragedy, any sort of incident that takes place, any disaster, it is the Mumbai Fire Brigade that is on the spot to help the people, to rescue the people, along with several other agencies which also include the disaster management force of the BMC also. But on the other hand, when we talk about the staff, well, it is really very understaffed. And on the other hand, when we talk about the several kind of work that the Mumbai Fire Brigade has to do, well, even the fire audit, in fact, which is not done, because of which several fire incidents take place, like the one that happened at Crystal Tower, because the internal fire safety norms were not followed. Questions were raised as to why the Mumbai Fire Brigade fails to do its duty. And when the same questions are asked to the Mumbai Fire Brigade, the answer is that, well, look at these numbers, this is the staff we have, and we are trying to fulfill our responsibility with this amount of staff that has been provided.
Chaitanya,
and
why
on the
is
other
it?
hand,
Why
there are
is
several
it?
incidents that take place.
Why is it that the BMC just never responds to the queries? When you ask them questions about why OCs were given to buildings which were not fire compliant, you get no answers. When you ask them, once the OC is given to the buildings and the ones that are operating without an OC rather, why was their water supply or electricity even allowed? Again, no response. When we give them these RTI replies saying that, look, this is the situation in Mumbai and the fire department is well understaffed, no response coming in from there. It seems like the BMC just does not care.
Well, the BMC does have an answer. Every time we ask them, they have an answer, but nobody is ready to believe that the answers given by the BMC are really some sort of action that have been taken by them. For instance, when we ask them about the kind of the occupancy certificate which was not given, despite of which people were staying in the Crystal Tower, the answer that was given by the BMC was that they had already served them notices and the matter was sub judice, and that is the reason their hands were tied. So every time there is such answer that comes up from the BMC, which hardly makes any sense and hardly shows that the BMC is capable of taking an action, because serving notices 4 years after the residents came to stay here at Crystal Tower and then waiting for the court to decide, that too after 2 years of sending them notices, hardly makes any sense for the BMC. And on the other hand, when they talk about the action and they say that the Mumbai Fire Brigade is fully equipped, well, it is hats off to the firemen who, despite of being understaffed, are working day and night for the safety of the people of Mumbai.
Absolutely. And just to add to what you said, Chaitanya, there have been 14 major fires in the last 8 months in Mumbai, which happens to be the financial capital of this country. 41 deaths on the back of fires in the last 8 months. 4,600 buildings have failed the fire safety test in 2 years. In fact, we also spoke to a former fire officer who said that Mumbai needs at least 110 fire stations, but only has 34 at present. Here's his reaction.
The point is, when you build this particular, you are aware of that so many buildings are coming up, and especially the high-rise buildings. You have to understand, if you see the totality part of it, we require, as of today, we have 34 fire stations, and we require almost 110 to cater proper fire safety measures to all the buildings. See, ultimately, the municipal commissioner is the person who has to take decisions for recruiting, all those things. Always a problem to us, especially in Mumbai, to get in a fire station area, especially required for a fire station and a full-fledged fire station.
In fact, NCP spokesperson Majid Memon was on the phone line with us earlier. He also called for the vacant jobs to be filled immediately as well. We also got a response from China NC, which was unconvincing to say the least. Here is a look at both the reactions that we got this morning on the story.
If you see Mumbai, it has been developing in the sense that it has been, all constructions are going on in a very haphazard manner. And we have seen that fire precautions are not being taken. Firemen, despite their best efforts, are not able to save everyone. Why should these posts remain unfulfilled? The only answer could be total carelessness, total negligence. They are not bothered about the disaster fighting devices.
We need to have more firemen, but we need to have them equipped. We need to have them trained. They need to be perfectly equipped to take care of a situation such as this. I concede to the point that, yes, we need more firemen. We're working towards that. To say that, the building department or the BMC is very callous in giving out permissions, that could have been a thought of the past.
All right, we're getting some breaking news coming in there. Pakistan has claimed that 300 million aid that the Pentagon had decided to scrap was not a military aid, as the US owed this money to Islamabad for its support in war on terror and was supposed to reimburse it. That's the latest information that is coming in. News breaking right here first on CNN News 18. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said that the matter would be taken up during Secretary of State Mike's upcoming visit to the country. That's the latest coming in right there. US military to cancel $300 million in Pakistan aid over terror groups. That's the latest coming in. Pakistan claimed that the $300 million aid the Pentagon had decided to give was scrapped, was not military aid, as the US owed this particular money to Islamabad for its support in the war on terror and was supposed to reimburse it. We're getting some reactions coming in there. Having a quick look at what Foreign Minister of Pakistan Mahmood Qureshi had to say on this.
मैं वजाहत करना चाहूँगा कि जो $300 मिलियन है, ये एड न थी न है, न ये असिस्टेंस थी न ये एड थी। दर हकीकत ये हमारा कोलिशन सपोर्ट फंड के मद में ये चीज़ आती थी और ये वो पैसा है जो पाकिस्तान ने अपने वसाइल से खर्च किया है और ये उन्होंने हमें रीइंबर्स करना था। हमारा पैसा है, हमने खर्च किया है और जो हमारे शेयर्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं, अमन, इस्तेहकाम और दहशतगर्दी की बेखनी के लिए जो हमने पेशरफ्त की है और जो पाकिस्तान ने जानी और माली कुर्बानी दी है, उसकी तरफ जो हमारा पैसा खर्च हुआ था वो हमारा उन्होंने रीइंबर्स करना था।
My colleague Maha Siddiqui is now joining us and breaking the story first here on CNN News 18 right here. Maha, you know, we've got news that coming in saying that the US is cancelling its funding and aid to Pakistan over what it calls Islamabad's failure to take action against militant groups. And in fact, we know that President Donald Trump previously and time and again has accused Pakistan of deceiving the US while receiving billions of dollars.
Yes, absolutely. So the U.S. military made a decision that the $300 million that were to be released as part of the Coalition Support Fund will not be released. They were earlier suspended, frozen, and now they have been suspended, rather cancelled. Now, what Pakistan and the Foreign Minister there, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, is saying is that this is not money that was coming in separately. This was part of the reimbursements that, according to them, Pakistan has incurred while fighting the war on terror. Now, partly this may be true because it is known that some part of the money that was frozen by America was reimbursements. But that was the decision made, that reimbursements will only be done if Pakistan is able to prove that they have utilized that money in the right direction. If it is not used for the right thing, that is to fight terrorism, then there is no question of reimbursing that amount. And I think that is the decision that has been taken by the U.S. Now, what Shah Mahmood Qureshi is saying, that when Mike Pompeo and James Mattis, both of them, before coming to India for the 2+2 dialogue, when they stop over in Islamabad, they are saying that they will take up this matter of reimbursements with them and impress upon them that this is not extra money that was being sanctioned for the war against terror, but this is reimbursements which Pakistan, according to them, has already spent on the war on terror.
Absolutely, Maha. Thanks so much for joining us with all those updates right there. We'll continue tracking the story and bring you updates as we go along the way. Moving on to that other big story that is concerning you, me and everybody. Fuel prices are at a historic high. They're at an all-time high, and this is an alarming situation to say the least. Petrol and diesel prices continue to their upward trend and have hit new record highs in 4 metros across the country. The price of petrol in Mumbai touched 86.56 rupees a litre. Diesel too touched a new high of 75.54 rupees a litre, leaving the transporters and the motorists fuming. Petrol prices in the national capital rose to 79.19 rupees a litre. Meanwhile, Union Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has blamed external factors for the rise in domestic prices of petrol and diesel and said that the increase is temporary. Principal correspondent Ranjan Sharma is now joining us on the phone line. Ranjan, we were talking about this earlier as well. It's very convenient, for the petroleum minister to say that it is the external factors that are, playing spoil sport. Yes, you have seen a rise of fuel prices of $7 thereabout dollars in crude oil prices in a fortnight itself. We've seen rupee breaching the 71 to a dollar mark as well. Yes, there are concerns of the growing oil prices across the world as well. But as far as India is concerned, the simplest solution to this problem would be a cut down in excise. And that is something that the government is not coming up with.
Yeah, of course. And Dharmendra Pradhan, like you just mentioned, has said, and very conveniently rather, put the blame on the rise in both the petroleum and diesel price by saying that this is because of external reasons that this is happening. In fact, he's also added that for now this is temporary. But look at it, 4 states in India have woken up to, a price, a hike in the fuel price. And what's further saddening is that it's not something that we're waking up to the first time. It's been happening for very long, since 16th of October, when, also the rupee price has fallen short. It's been happening, and, we can sit and count as many reasons as we want to why this is happening. But the point is that the common man, the Aam Aadmi and Aurat are paying the brunt of it, and it's becoming very, very inconvenient for the common people to, afford it. And in fact, it reflects in the kind of anger that people, the kind of anger in which, in the manner in which people are speaking when you speak to them.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. These are 4 top metro cities in the country that are facing the brunt of rising oil prices, petrol and diesel price. And mind you, it's not just the petrol and diesel price. There is local natural gas price, which is due for revision at month end. It's expected, according to lots of market reports, on an average to 14 thereabout % as well. Now, this will also raise CNG prices, PNG prices. Your petrol and diesel is already on a high. What is the general sentiment? Is that of anger, Ranjan? What are you picking up?
So of course, this is Mumbai, Calcutta, Chennai and New Delhi. Amongst the 4 states, the highest price rise is, of course, Mumbai, because also, depending on the leeway, the VAT, these prices are also dependent. The VAT is highest in Bombay, and which is why the Mumbaikars are right now paying the brunt. But, it's equally high, let's face it, the petrol prices in the other metros as well. And in fact, it's rather interesting and important to point out here that now the petrol price and the diesel price, there's not much difference left, which is again a reflection on the times that we live in, and how much the petrol price has breached 79.
And absolutely, and we must highlight that, when petrol and diesel, the crude oil prices were trading at about $35 per barrel internationally as well, the exchequer gained a lot